Hi guys, right, what I'm going to do for you is to show you some proper versions of a couple of attacks that I've shared in Clan Chat. And these, you'll recognise this base. These attacks are basically mass ice, whatever these are, Royal Ghosts. The army is really simple. It consists of 35 ghosts, which is everything. 4 freezes, 2 hastes, 5 bat spells, 1 P.E.K.K.A, 1 ice golem, your heroes, and a wall wrecker, or possibly a slammer. There are different reasons for using either. However, normally it would be a slammer. I do use other armies. As you can see, I have reasonable success using basically. Well, I'll walk you through this one. This is what the Royal Ghosts are really good for. They are exceptional at creating pathways to stuff and getting rid of lone discos like this. In this base, you've got a town hall that's quite difficult to get to. Here it's guarded by that. There are quite embedded wizard towers, and I'll explain why I'm mentioning wizard towers in a bit. What I'm going to do in this raid is I am going to clear all of these trash buildings and destroy that single target inferno using Royal Ghosts. So I bring an army of 8, which replaces what I would normally bring in this army, which is 2 EDs. So that ghost is going to get a shot of that. 2 of these Royal Ghosts will take out that disco. 2 under rage will kill the town hall, but I'm not going to be able to get any more to the town hall. They're extremely good at triggering traps. They will lure PCs. What that does for me at this point is to free up pathway to the town hall. Wall wrecker heroes, waiting for my bowlers to deploy them. I don't want the eagles killing those. And what I'm doing in this raid is creating a path for my bats. And my path for the bats, when I launch them from over here, next to this flag, is they're going to come down the base like that. And the freezes are intended, obviously, to stop the wizard towers. But I'm expecting my heroes, my queen, etc., to take the eagle out. Doesn't quite go to plan. Bowlers went in a tad late, I think, really, but they create the funnel for the bats. Bats just rip through single point stuff, and I miss the wizard tower. Bats don't survive. They're going to make it as far as the Inferno Tower, and then that's the raid over. So showing the queen couldn't have gone in to do that. So what I am going to show you now, I'm going to walk you through a couple of war attacks. I'm going to talk through in the last war, before this one, 2 attacks of mine and why they worked. I'll also show you some that fail. So current war, crushed our opposition 55-44, 3 stars all over the place, as you can see on our side over here. 3-star pretty much everything, and they had an awful lot of bases with defences set to single target infernos, which you classically do not want to do. Right? Really bad idea. So we had been doing really poorly in war, and now we've picked up. So so this war, 2 bases, 9 and 12. Let's go have a look at this base. So, remember what on earth I did, really. Queen is quite embedded. We're not bothered about the queen. The eagle is here. Wizard towers are all, if you notice, on the edges of the base, which is why this is perfect for Royal Ghosts, because what I'm going to use the Royal Ghosts for is to kill that splash damage. Probably won't get that, but what I'm going to do is to create, by destroying all of this stuff here, I'm going to create a path through to these 2 sections with my wrecker and my heroes to get the eagle, and the heroes should take the town hall. Royal Ghosts, you'll see me deploying them around the base As I said, down here to create a funnel of buildings into this section to get to the eagle. Good idea to get rid of those gold storages, because obviously your wrecker and your heroes would take time to get through those whilst they're being shot to buggery by this. Now obviously, as one of these royal ghosts become visible, it will pull the town hall if the town hall is something that can fire on the ground. Now this is what the haste spell is for. You'll notice when I drop the royal ghosts in the haste spell, it's going to just fire them straight into the base, and most importantly for me, it's going to fire them at these wizard towers. If they change direction, they slow down. I've got loads of ghosts left over. Typically leave it until I get to 14, 15, typically leave it till I get down to 10 before I start bringing in the heroes, and that's for a cleanup. So like I say, I created the funnel. My queen, king, warden have got absolutely nowhere else to go except into this section here and get that eagle. Probably take out some of this stuff as well, the town hall and the queen. It's quite important that my wrecker stays alive on a normal base at least, and I usually would use my warden ability not to save my heroes from the town hall. Clearly it's behind that wall, it doesn't need to be, they don't need to be saved. I actually usually use the warden ability to save the wrecker. I want the wrecker to go through. So you can see me freezing stuff as I go around. Release the bats. It's just got 2 wizard towers left. That's why I've got 4 freeze spells. Far too early freezing that. The bats take an awful long time to get through the towers, but I've got loads of ghosts left, as you can see, to mop up some of these buildings. Heroes almost at pretty good health. That base is dead. So next one is even better for royal ghosts. Number 9. And I'll explain why. So if you're going to bowl this one, you've got a real serious problem because of the way it's all segmented. These are really quite strong sections. There's a tremendous amount of firepower. He's got his expos correctly set to ground and air. He's got this real tough section down here. You're going to take a long time getting through those storages and those wizard towers. Another strong section here. The eagle is quite most easily walkable, but the queen's going to take a lot of damage from all of that. If you're going to take out the wizard towers, you're going to have to pull the CC and all that sort of stuff. So what we're going to use the royal ghosts for in this attack is actually to completely decimate this section over here and this section over here. We're going to decimate those. So if you imagine that all of this stuff and all of this isn't there anymore, all that leaves me is a really thin line from the top to the eagle to the town hall, all the way through there. So I'm going to leave myself with absolutely bog all to do and a really simple path through to that eagle. And again, I'm going to use royal ghosts to get rid of these really big heavy stuff over here. So let's see how it goes. This one's a decimation. So like I said, I'm going to create that funnel. I'm going to destroy these 2 sections. I'm going to use ghosts up at the top to create a funnel of buildings that will only allow my wrecker to go through here. It will only allow my heroes to walk straight down through the base like that. So let's leave this, let it develop. Hastes down, and then I'm going to fire in the ghosts. Get a shot to the mortar. So this is an unbelievable amount of defence that's gone now. Wrecker's in, king in first, critical, queen, then your warden. So the warden is going to follow the royals. Queen's going to look after the wrecker. If the CC is going to come out, it's a good idea to trigger the king when he gets near any CC, so he generates all those strong barbarians to go and kill. So the eagle only got one shot off. He's got an ice golem and a pecker in his baby D rather in his CC, which is going to slow down my stuff. So I triggered the wood and ability to look after the wrecker, and wrecker is through. He's done his job. Ice golem and a pecker, just rage on those. So at this point, I don't know quite how long's gone, but it's typically over a minute at this time. Look how much stuff has been decimated by that attack. I've got just this small little section of defences. My queen is obviously going to take care of this. She's probably going to take care of this. She's got ability left. I've got 4 freezes, so I can save myself from this splash damage over here in the air defences. Let's watch these bats. Still got 3 royal ghosts left. Pekka's going to get shot by the single target Inferno, but he's also going to take care of the king. First wizard tower is gone. That second one gets a chunk of the bats, but it doesn't particularly matter at this point. He gets another chunk of the bats. That's my bad, really. I should have just prayed and sprayed with those, but it doesn't matter. I've still got living ghosts. As soon as that wizard tower is gone, base doesn't have a chance, because that mortar is shooting past this ghost here. The queen has still got plenty of health to be able to get it. And that is how we are using the ghosts. So simple. I could share some raids, but they're a bit more clunky. So, let's go. They've moved. We're searching again. So, today's war. Second hit was a bit daft. I won't show it in full. It was on their 8. This one, again, wizard towers on the outside. Easily killable town hall. Town hall was killed with ghosts. But if you notice, he's got a spawn hole right there, and the first person to hit this and dropped his wrecker and heroes in there, and they got chewed alive by 2 ice golems that were in there, all dead in seconds. I just basically dropped in, as I was going around and killing all this stuff here, I just dropped in a few royal ghosts, killed all of this lot except except that Inferno. Which really didn't matter, because as soon as I'd cleared all of this sections around here with the ghosts and taken out the town hall, bats killed it. Let's have a look at my first raid though, and why that failed. Replay 1, 2 stars, not a bad 2 stars. Now you look at this and you think that it's not a bad base to hit with the ghosts, because that's where the wizard towers are. Really easily killable. Eagle is there, killable with a wrecker. The problem, as we watch the attack develop, I'll just go double speed. Fucking minions. Don't see minions very often in War CC, but they kill the ghosts really quickly as soon as they're alive. That'll be a sneeze. So I am using at this point the ghosts under the haste to kill her, try and kill these, and kill some of this. You see I'm down to 8 ghosts already, and I really don't get everything that I'm after. Queen has got far too much to kill there. Do get the eagle, but I've rushed things. So you can clearly see the problem. What I've done is I've destroyed all of this stuff over here and I should have destroyed this stuff over here, because what that would have done would be to create the path. I could have had my wrecker started off from this point over here, come through these walls onto the DE over here. My heroes would have taken care of all of this stuff, and my queen would have shot over these walls to the eagle there. And to hell with all of this stuff over here. That's where I should have deployed my bats. So what does not work against the town hall is bats raging freeze. You need 8 minimum bat spells to be able to do that. So it's half decent attempt. I had a chance basically if probably would have got it looking at that. If I had managed to do that and had extra space for all those extra things, we'd have had a better job. So I hope that's been useful. I have no idea if you guys over in Ho are actually using it. Oh, hang on a minute. Don't know. Am I in or not? Anyway, yeah. So we have done clan games, and that is how we are rolling. Yeah. Okay. I hope that's been useful. Cheers, guys. Bye. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. How you doing?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I was just watching a bit of Heroes.
Alright, Finn wanted me to call before he went up, so
Alright.
you can say hello.
Is he on? Can he hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. Well done, Finley.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you pleased?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Who else got? Did anyone else get rewards?